Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Coach Tiffany Parra with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. We're taking center stage on the Own It publishing platform. Today, I have one of my contributing writers. She is an absolutely amazing young woman. I'm going to go ahead and bring her on in. Good morning, Coach Tamara. Coach Tamara in the house. How are you, honey?
Wonderful. How are you, Tiffany?
Oh, absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. I have been so excited for this interview. I'm just going to take a moment just to read a short bio about Coach Tamara. So Coach Tamara Smith is the owner of You Fit Well Life and Wellness Coaching. She has been in life and wellness coach for 10 years, face-to-face and virtually. YFW offers individual coaching to help with work-life balance, stress reduction, relationships, time management, and goal setting. In addition to coaching, Tamara also owns and operates Mara Shui Organics, an organic self-care company that began in 2022. MSO specializes in small batch whipped body butters, men's beard care, face and body scrubs, and more. When she's not coaching or making products, she enjoys cooking, gardening, reading, writing, photography, and loving on her fur baby prince, Yoshi. Awesome. Welcome. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So tell me, Coach Tamara, being in the coaching space, especially in this life coaching space, can be a little difficult. So what inspired you to want to become a life coach?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me this morning. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be a part of such an amazing platform. I was always interested in how people think, why people did the things that they did. People used to always come to me with all their problems. They would tell me their life story without me even asking any questions. And it was just natural for me. So I ventured into psychology. I went into school for psychology, have some degrees with that background. So I said, I might as well just, start coaching. Why not? It had just started and it was becoming a thing. So I said, I can do this. And so here I am 10 years later.
Awesome. What do you feel is the biggest challenge being in the coaching space?
People's personalities. You don't know what you're getting into sometimes. And I think perception, people have, their own views on things. And a lot of people, it's hard for them to be a little more open-minded. So it's just feeling people out, and our world is just so busy. Ultimate challenge, just making time and people learning how to make time, because you can make time for what you want to make time for. People just don't know how to do it. So That's the biggest challenge.
Yes, we all have that same 24 hours in the day, right? And it just really depends on how we use it and apply it. So I love that.
Right.
So issues do you think that a majority of people have today? What are people experiencing today?
I think a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and depression, especially since COVID. I think that kind of shook our world, and losing so many people. And even today, people are just, dropping dead like flies, which is very, very sad. So I think it puts life in a bigger, brighter perspective for people. Life is short, and you have to live it. You have to live it now, and don't wait till tomorrow. Do what you want to do today, because tomorrow is not promised. So I think anxiety is probably the top stressor and issue that people are facing today. And that ranges, on the spectrum. It could be high or low, or, and people are triggered by different things. You just don't know.
Yeah. What are some things that that you've put into place to be able to kind of manage that stress?
Well, I incorporate meditation into my day. I make sure I do that and my prayer first thing in the morning. So I make time for that in the beginning of the day. And there are days, where it gets busy, so you have to put it at the end of the day, but long as it gets done. So that is one of the most important things for me, is taking that time for myself, and being one with the universe, with your higher power, and just being still, because our world is just so busy. And once you leave your front door, it's just like, it's chaos. So it's important to take that still time, and just be at peace. So that is one of my top. Exercise. I like to work out. When I don't go to the gym, I do a little yoga, and I know you know all about this working out business. So yeah, it's very therapeutic for me. So I encourage people to do whatever it is that you can do just to stay active, stay moving, whether it's Pilates, yoga, just some simple stretches, first thing in the morning or before bed. And it helps to set the precedent for your day. Or if you do it in the evening, it helps you sleep well.
It really does.
Yeah, to get prepared for the next day. And that's very important. Sleep is important. I don't get enough of it because my mind doesn't shut down, but it's very important to try, to know how many hours of sleep you need to get that work for your body, and to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know your body will tell you. I get a little angry after a while. I get quite touchy if I don't get enough sleep.
Right.
So.
So it's very important. Your eating habits, everybody wants to eat junk and fried stuff, and that's okay every once in a while. Just have it in moderation, but staying on top of things like that, to try to stay away from big pharma. You want to do stuff holistically, keep your blood pressure down. Everything can be done holistically if you just really manage it and put the time into it. That's
right. Yeah. Just do the research. I mean, it's right there. I mean, there's teas, and even just exercising, taking, 15, 20 minutes a day just to get that heart pumping a little bit. And I'm not saying you have to go out there and, run a mile. No, you can go out there and walk and just get your body just moving, move your arms. I mean, my mother is going to be 80 years old. She's very close to it. And, she walks sometimes 5 miles a day.
Wow, good for her.
And it's just amazing. And I always tell people, movement is medicine. It really is. So the more stagnant you are, just put it, get in the mindset right now. If you're very stagnant, think about how your body feels.
Yes.
If you're feeling when you get up and you're just, oh my gosh, you can't move. That's because you're not moving enough. You're not stretching enough. So I love that. Yes. Exercise, so important. And getting that right.
It's just as simple as, taking a brisk walk in the evening when you get off work. People are tired when their day finishes, which I understand, but that helps kind of decompress and get you ready for the next part of your day, which is your evening, whether you have to take care of the kids or your spouse or whatever it may be. But it helps. But good for your mom. I love to hear that.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Coach Tamara. And we are back, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine with Coach Tamara Smith this morning. She is a life coach. She is a travel advisor. She's as also Mara Shui Organics owner. She makes some beautiful and wonderful products for your skin, and also, gentlemen, for that beard as well. So, all right. Tamara, so what experiences or obstacles have you endured, to really contribute to being that valid resource? I mean, I know we all have a story, so what's kind of your story in how you, have been able to be that resource and guidance for people?
I think I've just been able to experience life in different ways. Travel, with school, a lot of different things with family and friends, different experiences that a lot of people don't go through at a young age. I feel like I've been here before. And I also feel like a lot of the things that I started going through or experiencing as life started well before my peers. A lot of things were placed on my shoulders that shouldn't have been as a child or as a young adult. So I think that kind of molded and contributed to me getting into this field and being able to guide people, having had a lot of the experiences that people, come to me with, or the issues or obstacles that they face. So I think that's a big part of it. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of reading. I love to read, so a lot of research and keeping up with what's going on. Just living, honestly, just living and experiencing life and being open to all experiences and embracing them, whether they are good or bad, because even the bad experiences are lessons for the good. Right. So you have to be open and don't say, why me? Or why is this happening? Just embrace it. You go with the emotions that come with it. And there's a reason behind it. I'm a firm believer that there's a reason for everything. So just embrace all of what life has to offer and just take it in.
Yeah. Just experience it, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you like to read a lot. So what's one of your favorite books right now?
I'm actually looking for a new book to read. I read a lot about Buddhism, mindfulness. I think the last book that I read, which was a favorite, was Atomic Habits. And I do recommend that book to everyone. I actually give it to clients that I see fit for. It's a really good book. I cannot think of the author's name off the hand. I think his name is James Clear. Okay. But it's a really good book. So I usually read books on personal development, self-development, mindfulness. I actually am reading a book that doesn't have anything to do with anything right now, but it's just a small little book, and it's just a break from, racking your brain and learning and taking stuff in. So, but I'm open. I post things on social media. What's everybody reading? I post books that I've read. So just kind of open to all different genres and different areas. So yeah, it's kind of how I feel. Whatever I feel that month or that week, that's where we go.
Nice. I got a good one for you. It's called U Squared. So YOU, and then the number 2 squared. It's by Price Pritchett. And Bob Proctor that was one of the books that he said that he carried around in his pocket for a very, very long time. And he read it every day. The book is very small. I mean, it's, but it is one of the most phenomenal reads when it comes to just that self-awareness and self-development. One of the best I've seen in a little while. So I definitely recommend that one.
I will put it in my Amazon cart today.
Awesome. So let's talk about, you said it's Mara Shui, right? I'm saying it right?
Mara Shui.
Mara Shui. I'm way out. Mara Shui.
Yeah, it's okay. Everybody gets it twisted. It's actually half of my name and the shui from feng shui. So
Oh,
that's how I came up with
I
it.
love
Actually,
that.
yeah, I came up with it.
Mara
So
Shui. Now
yeah.
that you said that, I will not mispronounce it. Mara Shui. I love that. So what prompted you to start the company?
You know, it actually got started. My god sister got married last year, and I was one of the maids of honor. And we were trying to figure out what do you call them? The favors for
Mhm.
the bachelorette party. So I decided, it's like for 200 people, I wanted to make, body builder. So this is how it got started. Everybody loved it. It took off. So I said, why not make this a business? And so here we are. And then I noticed that the beards were like going crazy on men. I just kept seeing all these men, everybody was doing the beard thing,
Yeah.
and there's very limited products on the market that are actually good for your beard, that have limited ingredients. They don't have alcohol. They don't have that don't have water. So I
Yeah.
said, let me help the fellas, and maybe this will increase my profitability by venturing out outside of women. So
Mhm.
I started the beard aspect of it. I actually have more beard products than I do for women. So yeah,
Wow.
we'll see. And I've gotten really, really good feedback on everything so far. So I'm very excited about this next journey. I'm actually redoing all the packaging. So everything's on hold right now. I just sent all the labels over. So yeah, I'm excited about what is to come. So I'm hoping to see my product on some shelves.
Yes, let's put that out there. Oh, I love it.
I want to keep it local. I don't think I want to go into the big stores. I want to keep it local. A lot of Black owned businesses. So that's where I'm at right now. So just trying to network and find people, different shops that I can put it in. So yeah, I'm excited.
Where exactly now? Where are you located again?
I live in Florida.
In Florida. Okay. Okay. So yes, anyone out there in that Florida area, because I know we do have quite a few people that watch on that coast. Definitely connect with Tamara, and let's get her. Let's get this product out there. Let's get it on some small business shelves. I mean, we've got there's a lot of places out there that you can get day spas out there. Some new day spas that are looking for a product to help
Yes.
you stand out.
Yes.
Connect with my girl here, you
Yeah,
know?
guys.
So, when you think about the entrepreneurial journey, what do you feel has been the hardest about that journey?
When your product doesn't come out right, you put
Yeah.
all of that money into things, and then when you make it and it comes out and it's not the way you expect it, so then you have to start over again. Just the trial and error of getting the recipes together, and as far as coaching, getting clients, it's challenging for people of color because it's still therapy is still stigmatized.
Yeah.
So people still just feel like they don't need it. They can deal with whatever they need to, and they don't need anyone else, which is absolutely not true.
Right.
We all need someone to talk to vent to.
Yes.
So coaching versus a therapist, there's a little bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I actually am finishing my PhD, so that will all come together. So yes, thank you, in clinical psychology. So, but I think you know, just finding people that are willing and open to trust you, trust your skill set, that's pretty challenging. And we live in a virtual world now, um,
Right.
so that's even harder because before we can just go out, we would go to work or we would go out on the weekends and we would always meet people. And now we're
Yeah.
not doing it so much. I know for myself, because I work from home, it's
Mm-hmm.
challenging. So, and I find that I don't like going out that much because it's crazy outside. When I step outside those doors, it's like chaotic, and that
Right.
causes anxiety. So I have to go and take a step back. But I think that's very challenging. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now let's talk about that stigma, right? Of, going to therapy and things like that. I mean, I think as a culture, for whatever reason, as African Americans, we tend to just shut, and as African American women especially, we kind of just, nope, you know what, we're going to internalize it. We're okay. And we're not okay, like you said, because what that does is when you internalize that, it's going to come out somehow. It's either going to come out in now anxiety. It's going to come out in panic attacks. It's going to come out in some kind of disease. You have diabetes, and believe me, when I say that, when you're stressed, your blood sugar shoots up. Yep. So, cancers, as you're internalizing things. So it's like, why is that we know that this happens? So why is it that we don't just go and talk to someone? And yes, maybe it's been that we've talked to family and friends through the years and decided, you know what, you've given us the wrong information. We don't want to talk to anyone. But I think having that unbiased, person to be able to just bounce things off of is just, I feel like it's vital, I mean, I've been going to therapy. I have a coach, I mean, that's what keeps myself balanced in life,
I agree. And I think you do need both. You do need a coach of some sort, and you need a therapist, because they're going to offer two different perspectives and two different outlooks for you. So if you may want to focus on your business or just managing your life, in comparison with your therapist, you're working on deeper issues like major depressive disorders or something like that. Anything that's more psychological. But I think it's very important. And we do internalize all of that. And it, like you said, it comes out in the most negative ways, and it comes out in diseases. And people of color are so prone to all of these wicked diseases. So like you said, it makes sense to, why are we doing this? Why do we keep treating our bodies like this? So for me, I don't do anything I don't want to do. That's how I cut stress.
Yes.
My life. So I'm not obligated to do anything for anybody unless I want to. I don't owe anyone an apology unless I'm absolutely, in the wrong. And I think that's something that people need to try to do. Those are little things you can do to start cutting your stress levels. Don't let people take over your life, tell you how your life is supposed to be run. This is your body, your temple, your life. You only get one. So you do what you need to do to make peace with yourself. So,
yeah. And your body's going to tell you, it knows when it's getting a little upset with you, it's going to tell you. So let's just pay attention.
Yes. And people don't pay attention. They feel like it's just, I just have a cold, or, it's just indigestion. No, there's something else that's going on that's contributing to those things. So not to say that you're not going to ever have those issues, but pay attention to what your body is telling you, because it tells you exactly what it needs and when it needs it.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut to another quick commercial break, and then we will be back with Coach Tamara. So we'll be right back. I absolutely love that commercial. That is Mupo Entertainment. Thank you. Big props to Michelle Mupo for that one. So, all right, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics with Coach Tamara Smith. So, Coach Tamara, I know we had talked a little bit about the men's beard care. What was it that you were really seeing with like men's beards that you decided to add that into your line?
Um, Men's beards look dry. Um, and there's a lot of products that are some are a little pricey. Um, I try to keep my prices very affordable, going with a lot of what the other companies are doing, but some of them they get up there. But the dryness, and then some products were making them too oily. Um,
Mhm.
I see that in a lot of celebrities, very very shiny beards, which I it's just not my thing. So that is actually one of the challenges that I face with my product too, is the oiliness and it being too shiny. So it's just trying to find a balance. But that's what I saw. And I love a man with a good beard.
Mhm.
So I've always been attracted to beards. So it was just like a no-brainer for me. Like, you need to work with these guys, and they'll, as long as the product is good, they'll come back, they'll return, because they don't want to keep shopping. They're not like women. They just want something that works, it does the job, and move on. So, and I've gotten really good feedback. So, finalized some recipes and it's really good. So whenever I see a guy, I just ask them, black guys, white guys, Hispanic guys, I don't care what color you are. If you have a
Right.
full beard, I stop and I ask them, well, what do you use on your beard and how do you take care of it? So, and just that's like my research too,
Yeah.
market research, seeing what everyone is using locally, and how can I improve my product. So I think
Mm.
it's so much catered to women and not enough catered to men. And
Right.
men need to be taken care of too. All of our men.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they
Absolutely.
deserve it.
Yeah.
They work hard. They deal with a lot. They deserve to be taken care of and treated well. So that was a main thing for me. Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, nothing like seeing a nice, shaped up, just nice beard, nice and conditioned. Now, do you notice like a lot of men don't just, do you notice like from the feedback, a lot of men just don't do anything with their beard? They're just letting it grow?
Yes. Yes. Some men are fortunate that their genetics are really good, that they don't really have to. I met a guy, he was a Caucasian guy, really, really full beard, beautiful beard. And I think his hair was red. So it
Mhm.
really stood out. And I asked him, and he said he didn't do anything to it. He
Wow.
was just blessed. He didn't have to put anything on it. Really nice texture. But yeah, I've had guys, I tried to get guys to sample the product, and because they don't use anything, it was hard for them to be consistent with using it to sample it. So a lot of guys, yeah, they just get up, take a shower, and comb it and go. But you have to, you have to tame it and you have to train it. And so, yeah. So I want to work with the fellas. That's what I want to do. So
Fellas, if you're going to have them, get them together, okay?
absolutely, yes.
So what's next to come for You Fit Well and Mara Shui? Mara Shui. Mara Shui again. Mara Shui.
Um, Expansion. I want to expand on both companies. There are some things that I have on my list for Marriage Way that I am working to incorporate. So hopefully within the next year,
Yeah.
um, that will come into fruition. And as far as You Fit Well, I do want to expand that platform into maybe some like networking, more of a, not like a secret society. I don't even know how to put it.
Like a
Just
membership?
like a what?
Like a membership?
No, not a membership, but just something that maybe can help the youth, young people, get them together, get them on the right track. So I'm just kind of open, but I do want to expand a little bit more past just coaching.
Yeah.
Um, and then the wellness part, maybe some more, because I love to cook. So maybe adding some
Oh,
things to that, recipes, and maybe a blog. I'm working on a blog. So
I
I
going on.
yeah, I'm kind of all over the place. So I'm like a little squirrel. When I see something shiny, I'm like, oh, let me go here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So you don't know. You got to stay tuned, stay in touch, and stay tuned, and you'll see what is to come.
Yes. So how can our audience get in touch with you if they want to work with you, if they want to connect with you, want to buy any products from you?
Well, I am on social media. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram as one Tamara Smith. All my information is there. My telephone number, my email. You have an email for You Fit Well. That is on the bottom of the screen. Mara Shui's email is marashuiorganics@gmail.com. I check my email daily. If you do it by phone, I would text first because I will answer text before I answer a call because unknown numbers. So yeah, if you want me, you can find me. I am out there. So I'm available. And I am clients. I am taking new customers. So give me a call, shoot me an email.
Awesome. Well, I so thank you for joining us today, Coach Tamara. It has been just amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine contributing writer team as well. Everyone, if you want to read some of her articles, she has them in the magazine. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already and look for all the amazing things that come from her, because this girl right here, look, you said PhD as well. You about to like merge the two, like, whoo! Look, Coach is going to be on fire, okay? We're going to have Dr. Coach here. So are there any words of wisdom, words of encouragement that you'd like to share with our audience to just flow through their week this week? It's Mental Monday. It's a, amazing start. Let's just get them motivated.
Just make a move this week to be mindful, be kind to others, and project love in anything that you do. What you put out into the universe, definitely it comes back to you. So if you think positivity is going to come back to you. Drop the negative and think positive and have an open mind, but just make a move towards that and more kindness. We need more kindness and more love in our world.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. More kindness. Seriously, everybody. Definitely just tap into that. If you got off on the wrong side of the bed this morning, just shake it off.
Yes.
Because kindness is everything for us right now. And we just need that positiveness in the world today. So thank you again for joining me today. Everyone, thank you for tuning in to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Definitely subscribe by going to phoenixfitnessfanatics2021.com. You can subscribe. And if you're a business out there that wants to be featured in the magazine and also on the podcast, you can definitely get the details there as well. So have an amazing Monday. Have an amazing rest of your week. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
To the next level.